Hello, everybody. I am Longevity with Bringing Down the Band and the New Old Heads podcast, bringing you a little bit of news about the music industry stuff. I have a show on Twitch every Friday at noon called Be a Better Artist, where I kind of talk about music industry related things. But I kind of wanted to jump into this a little earlier just because this is happening right now. So as of yesterday, Kanye West was really kind of tweeting a lot about owning his own masters. And let me go ahead and switch screens here. And kind of led by this tweet. When you sign a music deal, you sign away your rights. Without the masters, you can't do anything with your own music. Someone else controls where it's played, when it's played. Artists have nothing except the fame, touring, and merch. Now, obviously, that depends on the deal that you sign, right? I think we all know, who are watching, plenty of independent artists that are in control of their masters, but Kanye West is not in a lot of cases. So let's kind of scroll through here. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's interesting in general, his viewpoints. We've gotten comfortable with not having what we deserve. They allow us to have little money from touring, get some gold chains, some alcohol, some girls' fake numbers that feed our egos, but we don't own our masters. Again, this is something that has been known for a long time. But if we continue scrolling on where he's at here, he eventually gets to a point where he says, my children will own my masters, not your children, my children, which I am definitely an advocate for artists owning their own masters. But at the same time, he did sign the deal. He goes on to say, everyone at Universal and Vivendi, I don't even know what that is. Educate me. Please understand that I will do everything in my legal power and use my voice until all artist contracts are changed, starting with getting masters for my children. So, again, this is obviously he wants it for himself. Looks like he's kind of pivoting, putting artists in there, even though this is really a Kanye West thing. This is not new. But then eventually it gets to the point, he says this is the moment, that is going to change the music industry. Now, this is coming off of a few days ago when he said that he was Moses again. Yeah. So then, this is the interesting part. So then what he does is he comes on Twitter and shares PDFs page by page of his contracts, asking for lawyers to look them over for him. Does he not have lawyers? I mean, I'm still scrolling here. I don't know if I can scroll any faster. Guess I could just move it, but I believe I think he said 10 contracts. Okay, so I wonder if Universal is going to call me. I promise I have more ideas. See, this is the interesting part. So he's here kind of trashing Universal, talking about Universal owning masters, but at the same time, he wants to talk to Universal about potentially working together. I don't know, man. Bono can't get a retweet. And then the most important part of this entire thing is Kanye West, I believe, pissing on his Grammy. Let's go ahead and pull this up here because he has decided to piss on his Grammy. Yeah. So yeah, that's the news on Kanye West and Universal. In theory, it would be great if all the artists owned their own work, but he did sign the contract, and so maybe he will change some things with it, maybe he won't. But the idea that he's somehow educating artists right now about owning masters when there are this is not a new talking point. There are plenty of artists that understand this issue and do own all of their work. Granted, he's been around for a long time, but there have been independent artists for a long time. So We might talk about this a little bit further on Friday on Twitch, twitch.tv/bringingdownthebands. So join us at noon and get in the conversation. Until next time, see ya.